biggest things coming out of this battle though was the 25K. Was it real? Was it not real? And I saw you live, explaining and breaking down some of the things going into it. Yeah. But were a lot of things.
Turn a chatty patty to a chopped cheese.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Stay there.
We all know he just gonna tell on himself, but I'm a cop. Please listening to that audio. Listening to that audio, I see you had a lot to say. Y'all should be concerned with who recorded Eazy. Say that in the G for Dr. Dre. We ops today.
All my riches is fraud.
Yeah, man.
John the Don.
Hip hop is real.
2023 December, man. Way to end the year off, man. The most talked about battle of Christmas, that week, the last couple of weeks, and still going.
Still going.
The conversation hasn't stopped.
And I don't think no other battles is happening for the rest of the year either.
Nah, it's it. This is it, man. So I mean, I wonder where they gonna put you out on the champions list this year.
That's interesting too. I was actually thinking about that, but I don't know. I kind of see them arguing me out. Like niggas like making arguments to get me out of conversations. To say I'm not in conversation. How you gonna say I'm not in certain conversations, but you gotta argue me out the conversation? Like, it'll be interesting, man. It'll be interesting. Like I don't think they're gonna try not to give me much credit for the J Mills performance, but that performance was actually crazy. That performance was actually crazy. The 40 bars battle, that was fire one. That was fire. That's something to talk about. The T-top shit, it was lackluster. I get it. You know what I'm saying?
Chef Treches
was fire.
Yeah, Treches was fire.
Niggas ain't giving that battle enough credit. What else? You know what I'm saying? You gotta throw No Impact because that happened.
Oh yeah, that was a great performance right there.
It's an event.
Yeah.
So look at that. You know what I mean? The Mr. Fab performance, that's a crazy performance too. But y'all ain't gotta add that. But it's a battle though, because at the end of the day, if I would have lost, nigga, that shit going viral. John lost. That would have been on my record. Like,
and if I'm not mistaken, did you and Young Ill drop this year?
It did drop this year. If you count that, yeah,
I'm not. I'm just saying. As far as the
like,
drop,
I gotta get some credit for that because
because
they
it's a real
talk
thing
about it that year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The year it happened, it was never brought up because it never.
was the first time it dropped on YouTube. So
throw the Young Ill performance in there, man. Like all clean performances, man. All of them. You know what I mean? Didn't miss a step after a year and a half off. Like,
now, you versus Eazy, man. Dope battle. Mm-hmm. Running the numbers up.
That's a fact.
The fans are debating. You know what I'm saying? Like you had a lot of quotes coming into this about what you was going to do. I'm gonna start off with this. Why, what's your thoughts about the results of how a lot of the polls having you winning, and then and then the actual drop, and then people saying that Eazy won, or you know what I'm saying? Like, so it was a lot of votes on the Chrome votes and things like that.
Right.
How you feel about how people are debating your battle and your win, and maybe a lot of people trying to act like you didn't win. I see comments that are harsh, like how y'all watching this battle? John win like it's a body. It's 3-0. I'm like, so it's like, and people's like right under it, like, yo, what the fuck is y'all drinking? So it's like it's a real debate.
Yeah, I expected it, man. Like, I think with that going on, that makes the battle a success. Like, I didn't like. What would have to happen for an Eazy fan to say Eazy lost? Like, really, what would have to happen? Eazy got to choke all 3 rounds, right? I got to have, like, come on, man. What would really have to happen here? You know what I'm saying? So I expected them to die on that hill. But the debates are hilarious, like, cause for the reasons that people try to say I lost is just like y'all go fishing for, like, it's like, man, we talking about battle rap, man. Like, I had more to say to him than he had to say to me. A lot of this shit, like, I lined up. None of that shit that I said was fake. Nothing is like everything applies, still applies. Like, it applies to everything I've been saying leading up to the battle. It applies after. It's like me standing on everything, like. And as a battle rapper, so when you talk about battle rap, I battled that nigga. You know what I'm saying? I battled him, broke him down. Like, it wasn't, I don't know, man. Like, the shit that he said was fire. He had some fire shit, but I don't feel like it applied much. You know what I mean? I just feel like I did. I feel like he was in one gear the whole time.
Well, when you see the people debating that first, you know, the first, I feel like that's the round that a lot of people was like, oh, y'all saying John won the first, but come on, the first, it was clear, easy, da-da-da. What is it with that first round? They're watching.
Telling, but never be telling about the nigga who recorded the conversation.
Damn.
First things first. Why you on my dick so much, bro? To be suspicious and not be irked. Every interview is easy this and easy that. It be the thirst. It's the same game, another name. You done rolled a nigga wave and couldn't surf. But in Philly, it get worse. Cause we do John Doe's around here. If you get a funeral, it's a perk. What? And what you did to get you buried is your dirt. They put slogans on shirts. They gonna say free me and R.I.P. you, but either way we become merch.
Reactions, they falling into the easy reactions that he was getting. But if you're an Eazy fan and you want to debate the first round, you can also debate the second. You can also debate the third. You're gonna debate everything. You're never gonna say the nigga lost. Like, it doesn't matter which round, how you want to do it. Like, it wasn't supposed to be a debate in itself. The way y'all niggas was talking, the way the battle was leading up, and the disrespect I was getting. There's no way. Oh, John going here. I don't know how you about to do this. What you about to do? Why is there any polls that have me winning? Let alone most of them. Why is it, you know what I'm saying? Why is that? Like, because your plan was to make an example. That was your quote. You didn't make no example of me, so you failed. You know what I'm saying? Like, my plan was to show you I'm a better battle rapper than you, and I did that. So I succeeded. So if I succeeded and you failed, who won? My mission was like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all could do the one-liners and all of the old, you know what I'm saying? The hate maker of the round. I don't care about none of that. I'm painting pictures up here. At the end of the day, you're going to see what I painted, and this the one that's going to stick. This the one that's going to appreciate over time, too. This the one that's going to appreciate over time. In 10 years, niggas ain't going to, like, what if in 10 years, niggas ain't going to understand the Cheesecake Factory bar. That's a joke. That's a recent current event bar that's happening right now. It's fire. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying that to take credit from it, but I don't write for the moment. You know what I'm saying? I write for what's going to stick. So yeah, but I think it's a fire battle. If you're an Eazy fan, you could definitely debate it. Like, you could. I like the back and forth. It's all opinionated. Some people just might like Eazy style more than mine. That's very possible. Like, you know what I mean? So
how was it gratifying though, seeing seeing most of the posts having you winning, especially coming in, they had him winning. You know what I'm saying? Them same polls.
Yeah. Because all in all, like, it's a close battle. You know what I'm saying? And for people, I wasn't expecting people to be more fair and honest when it come to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I rap how I rap, and it don't really with the new age. It don't be received as much as, you know what I mean, how other people. Because I always rap. I feel like over time my shit gets better. So. Nah, it was definitely gratifying though. It was like, alright, niggas understood. Like, niggas understood.
One of the biggest things coming out of this battle though was the 25K. Was it real? Was it not real? And I saw you live, explaining and breaking down some of the things going into it. Yeah. But a lot of things I'm not in on it. I don't know what Eazy is on and everything like that.
Right.
But you know, if you didn't, I guess the question would be for those who didn't watch it or whatever is like, you didn't put initially. It wasn't we betting $25K.
No. This was not a plan. This was not anything that we was on the phone discussing when we talked about doing the battle. Our deal was already negotiated before this came about. How this came about, I don't know. I woke up one day and I'm on Twitter and people saying 25,000 is on the line. I go looking and go find. You know what I mean? He said that, and and my thing was, all right, now I'm gonna call your bluff. You got to stand on that. It's 25,000. You saying you got 25,000 up on this? This is what you putting out there. You got to stand on that. So that's it's not me going along with it. Is he said this? Okay, I'm gonna call his bluff. At the end of the day, I don't have nothing to lose here. So, you know what I mean? Like, you want to do however you want to figure this out. You go find the judges. You go. I'm not looking for no judges, bro. Like, it's not, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm coming to your house. I'm about to come here and convincingly win, and I want to call your bluff. So even after the battle, yes, I'm calling your bluff, nigga. These polls got me winning. You said you had 25. What's up? Where's the 25? And then you go live and say you was just joking about the 25. So now people looking at me like, yo, y'all conspired and lied to the people. I didn't say nothing. It was
like
to the
a
people.
Promotional stuff.
Yeah, I don't feel like we needed that to promote the shit. Like, I don't feel like that. If that's what he was doing to promote it, he the one that put the 25,000 out. I'm calling the bluff, man. The battle over, people got me winning. Where's the 25?
Did y'all ever speak like the day of the face off or about the money on the side, the 25K?
Nah. I mean,
okay, so he never like, yo, okay,
it came up in the face off. Like, no, we spoke about, no, we did speak of the day of the face off, the judges. We said we was going to find the judges the day before. I mean, not the day before the battle, when we got to the event. Then once we got to the event, the battles wasn't there, everything was running behind, so you kind of get caught up in running the event and all of that type of shit. But at the end of the day, like I said, I was more so calling this bluff on the whole situation. Like, you know what I mean? You said you got 25 on the line. You know what I mean? Because I know at the end of the day, if the battle was to happen on Bullpen, the battle wasn't going to happen on Bullpen until I had that 50,000 and I would have managed it and had the judges. I would have did it how it was supposed to be done when it's on Bullpen. We come into the trenches. You said you got 25. Like, y'all asking me and him, where's the 25? How y'all asking me? I got nothing to do with this. Your man said he got it.
So I'm saying, at any point you was like, yo, this nigga bullshitting. Like you said, I'm just gonna pull this nigga card. He just throwing that money out, whatever. I'm gonna call his bluff. I mean, I didn't feel like the nigga was gonna really send me $25,000. Like, it was like, well, it was gonna. You know what I mean? But because it's like, is it an outside investor that's putting the bread up, or because if that's real money? Because I seen the joint on Three Letterman where he told Three Letterman that shit's on escrow. Yeah. Like, I can show you the bread; it's right there. So, do you feel like if that's 25K that he really said in your heart, do you feel like, yo, at least you should get some of that money if you feel like you won, especially if he's saying publicly, or like, because of what he said, it was a promotional stunt that like null and voids that?
Listen. He said he had 25. I don't know where the 25 was coming from. I don't know where it was at. You know what I mean? I wouldn't know about no investor because I wasn't in on this 25 thing. We didn't sit here and plan this shit out.
Yo, you just threw it out.
I got 20. Like, I got an investor for 25. That's what I'm saying. I woke up and seen it online.
Yeah, okay.
So it's like, all right, this is what you want to do. All right, I'm gonna call your bluff. Like, that's what that is. Like, this, it wasn't a part of the plan. We were not scheming on the phone thinking about.
So what you thought when he said it was a promotional stunt, like afterwards, and just was like, yo, and I think he kind of just was like, you know, John, no. Kind of, I think he said something like that, or
nah, ain't no John, no nothing, nigga. Like,
I think that's why people really came after you too, because he kind of made it seem like, you know,
I seen it on the live, so it's just like, all right, well, like I said, I was calling a bluff. I was calling his bluff, and he just came out. And he just, you know, he had to say that. Niggas was on his ass about that 25. Like, niggas is on his ass. And again, if I was in on it and it was supposed to be some type of scam, I would have been stopped. Once the battle happened, I wanted to drag the situation out. I'm really posting about it. I made a post saying, "Yo, he did good business." Besides that, you know what I'm saying? Besides the 25K, like I'm sitting there saying that. So don't tie me into that. That wasn't a plan that me and him had. Like that's not. Nah, you know what I mean? If y'all was invested in that battle because of the 25K, I understand what's going on. It's what y'all saying, but all of that. They fraud and stealing money. We didn't take no money from like at least I didn't.
Do you think it's a fake outrage from the fans? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Do you think they overreacted and they
something
you know
to talk about, man? Like it's what is battle rap without some type of scandal, man?
Should the culture be upset about this?
No, I mean it's something to say. It's like if you want to say, "Oh, niggas lying, like whatever, blah blah blah," but upset about it, like there's no like, you know what I mean? What did anybody really lose here? Like that's how I feel. Like what did anybody really lose? Yeah, but it's definitely a fake outrage. It's like like now what? Like I don't know.
Coming like, you know, like, I mean, going into the battle, you had like, you know, back-to-back like events where you kind of had situations where battles didn't happen and things like that, and dealing with the controversy of the fans kind of going in on you and things like that.
Yeah.
You know, how do you feel about that now? Like, you know, after having this battle and moving forward going into like the next year, you know, with Bullpen.
I mean, it still hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause things just really ain't play out how I needed to play out, and but it just is, you know, everything is you take lessons from it too. You know what I mean? You know how to moving forward to prevent these certain type of things. You know what I mean? Taking certain people's word ain't just good enough. You know what I mean? But this is type of shit that you should have known. But yeah, like it's certain shit, you know, just moving forward, just gotta move forward. Just don't let this type of shit happen again. And if it happens again, now it's really your fault. Word. But then again, to hold back though, as far as like some situations just happens and it's out of your control. Like when you booking battles and shit, travel could get fucked up. Anything can happen. Like, you know, life can conflict with certain things. So if a certain battle's not happening, it's just unfortunate. But in the event where other things happen, you know, where you could have prevented and controlled things, you know, you just be on top of it though.
Is there any battles that you plan to make up?
Yes. Clone JC for sure.
Okay.
Clone versus JC for sure. That's really top of my list. The other battles that was supposed to happen on Dope in the Pen, I wasn't in charge of booking those battles, so I don't know what's gonna happen with those battles. You know what I mean? I don't see me personally rebooking those. You know.
Okay.
And but Clone and JC for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Clips and Treches is still fire though.
Yeah, Clips and Treches is fire.
I'd like to see that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I would like to see. Hopefully, I could make it happen. It happen. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, I could, but you know, we'll try to get that worked out.
Yeah. LOSO, you know, him and Mike P was supposed to go down on the same card. I feel like, damn, that would have been a special battle that night. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the fans, you know, missed out. What, you know, ultimately happened with that battle? And can we see, you know, I seen the after conversations with Mike P, you know what I'm saying, and you still saying like, yo, well, you still down to do it, like, you know?
Yeah, I would love to do that battle. Honestly, I would love to do that battle, but initially it was you know, that battle was supposed to go down for that particular card. You know what I'm saying? Mike P was supposed to represent the Treches, LOSO representing Bullpen. Eazy was responsible for the Treches side of things. I was responsible for the Bullpen side of things. So, what, you know, the deals that I worked out and the deals that he worked out was two different deals. You know what I mean? But Mike P said he sent the full deposit back. So he's free to do it. I would love to have that battle. You know what I mean? So yeah, you know what I mean? If that's possible, I would love to book that shit. That battle is fire. I love that matchup.
Facts.
I love it. But I think Mike P was scared of LOSO though, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I think Mike P wasn't ready at the time.
He just won like 600,000.
He just won a check. I don't feel like rapping right now.
Like 6 years? Nah,
I don't feel like rapping. He said he was sick, but I think he really meant he was sick of battle rap. Like, he was sick of battle rap. Yeah, like that. But he said he would it. Now I would like that. Yeah. You know what I mean? That may be something I'll look into.
Eazy said he won in the building, and John knew that.
What's one in the building? More reaction? You could watch that on footage and see who got more reaction. What's one in the building? And what building? Your building? Like what are you talking about?
Or he said John knew he lost in the building. That's what I'm gonna say. John knew he lost in the building.
Listen, bro. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is.
Did you feel like when you was in the building after the battle that you felt like you lost?
No.
In the building?
No.
Like,
you see me in there.
I'm just asking for the fans, asking the question.
Hell no. It's like I didn't come there to win the building over. You know what I mean? That's not my battle here. I know where I'm at. I'm in the trenches. Philly, do you see these niggas? This nigga got security with him. It's like, it's niggas that's cheering for everything he doing, and I'm rapping. They just sitting there like they just bored. Like, that's all you see. Like, what do you mean one in the building? Nigga, I won the battle. Nigga, the battle happened in the building. I won in the building. The same thing happened. Like, we watching what happened in the building. What are you talking about? That's the battle that we're watching. We watching the battle that happened in the building. So if we watching it and you got me winning, I won in the building too. I don't know what the fuck you talking about, bro.
So in the building, because I remember right after we did the recap and everything like that, and you was like, "Yep, we got it. I got the battle."
That was a war.
You already know. Let's go back to Vada, SP. I already know, man. I'm rich.
Good shit, Easy.
No, that was a
fire battle.
That was a good joke.
Fire battle.
And you definitely fit. You came different. Came different far.
2-1.
Too easy. 30.
I give him a 3rd.
I'm 30.
Yo, John the Don, fresh off the battle.
Still trying to make it tough for me. I'm here.
Nah, great performance, man. Fire battle.
Yeah. That was
You
a
and
good
Easy, man, lived up to the hype.
Yeah.
Crazy back and forth in the trenches.
Yeah. Feel good.
But listen, as far as it was looking, man, it was looking like 4-3. Y'all was up. So this battle determined whether y'all won or it's a tie.
Yeah, I already know.
You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna see what they say.
How you feel though, ultimately?
I feel good. Let's go. This is my boy. Nah, I feel good. I feel like it was a dog fight. It's the fight I was looking for.
Yeah, well, you got the gas in the building for sure. Like, you were supposed to get that. You know what I mean? But nah, man, you take that battle, you take it anywhere else, I would have smoked them.
So you feel like Philly was biased that day?
Yeah. Yeah, well, his people was biased. Like, wherever they came from, what was with him.
Gotcha. How'd you like the environment? You know what I mean? I like the setup and shit. I thought that was the food was great too.
Yeah. Nah, they did their thing. The food was
had the salmon and the mac and cheese and all that.
It was a good environment. Even with the hostile situation where they, you know what I mean, it seemed like they wasn't showing me no love. They showed me a lot of love before and after the battle. You know what I'm saying? So, and I like for the battles to look like that. I like for the battles to look like they not fucking with me and I'm still fighting. Like, it looks better to me. You know what I mean? Like, this nigga was wilding. So, yeah, I fucked with it. It was definitely what I needed. It was definitely good energy. It was, you know what I mean? Everything happened how it was supposed to happen.